Yeah, someone just posted the vestibular system on the chat here, a live stream. But the vestibular system doesn't detect motion. That was something I was taught growing up, that it detects motion. It doesn't. It detects acceleration. Big difference. And we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily. We're not very good at detecting velocity. All we can do with velocity is measure that relative motion with respect to something else.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, doofus Danny, the dipshit astronomer, since the Earth in your ball-tart spinning space monkey religion is rotating, hence has an angular velocity, ergo the Earth is constantly accelerating, and
we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily.
Can you please explain to us why we can't detect it easily? Por favor?
You are so dumb. Damn.
And we're off. Yes, I may begin. I'm beginning to begin. As usual, if you'd like to support this show, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's head on over to Discord, see who's in there. I know the beautiful Eddie Van Velsen is in there. Mrs. Vacation Girl.
Yes, well, it was a short vacation. Very short. Too short.
How many days?
Well, leaving to the place takes, well, 1.5 hours, but it started almost at the end of the morning. So Friday, Sunday, until Sunday, till Monday morning, and then being home Monday afternoon.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Sort of.
Sort of.
There are 2 days that you're traveling, right?
How far you got to travel?
1.5 hours, like I said.
1.5 hours? That's not travel time.
Yes, it is.
Where do you live? In a damn matchbox?
Yes.
Hour and a half. That's just a regular.
Well, it was clear. The Netherlands is not that big. It's like a postal stamp.
That's not travel time, woman. That's like going to get groceries.
Yeah, so we did that in that place.
We did that. And you're not saying the place. Are you trying to keep that to keep everyone innocent?
Oh, because you know what it is? If everybody understands where that nice place is, everybody wants to go there.
Oh, so you want to keep it a secret?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, the weather cleared up when we got there. It was supposed to be real cold, and the day we got there was cold, and then later on, well, it went better because the wind sort of stopped. So that was good.
The wind stopped, so it was blowing. It was just blowing too much.
Well, the wind was first pretty strong wind and cold wind. I think it was maybe a northern wind.
Did it pick up? Did it pick up the sand and belt you?
No, but it did the dog.
But it didn't. What?
It did the dog.
Oh, it did to the dog because he was low to the ground.
Yeah, I went with my my family, my sister and brother-in-law, and they have a Westie.
Uh-huh.
The same dogs that Anthony has. Right? And
yes.
That dog, nice cutie, but she's close to the floor. So
yeah.
If a place where there's a lot of sand, then you get sanded.
Yeah, you get sandblasted. How do you know that she was getting, or the dog, is it a she dog?
Yes.
How do you know she was getting pelted?
How she was getting what?
Pelted.
I don't know that word. Sorry.
To get pelted by sand is to get hit by sand. Pelted, you know.
You could see it, right? You could see it.
Just by her reaction.
And not up high, but close to the floor. If you have
Yeah.
a sort of a sand floor, and then yeah, you could see it. Well, it was on the beach. Let me say it that way. It was on the beach, and that sand. The wind came from sort of semi off sea, and it just blew inland. And then the dog was close to the sea line, and even though that there's a lot of water there, there's also a lot of sand. Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Looks like we got Adam in here. Hey, Adam Meakin.
Good evening.
There's a message for you. It's on a live stream.
And the lives. Oh. A little slufty then.
In the text or in the?
Not in the text, on the live show.
Oh, well, I just see the thumbnail. So.
All right, 1 second.
Can't see nothing.
Is it that delay?
Bad.
Oh, I might be looking in the wrong text. I'm
He
poorly.
is, by the way.
Ballbusters text.
Not text on the live stream on the show. YouTube.
Oh, I don't understand these things.
He's having a cold, John. He's not feeling right. He actually said before you started that he was maybe happy that it might be a short show.
Oh, he's not feeling well?
No.
I'm sorry. But get
Cool.
stuffed anyway.
Yeah. That's
He's
fair enough.
already-
I saw that one. That cheered me up because I was feeling a bit poorly. I did see that. I thought, thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Make sure I'm a little bit down.
Oh my God.
Too funny.
Someone that really sort of. Oh, how can you say this?
We'll say it.
I haven't found the words for it yet. Oh my God!
That's
Someone
gonna
to thank someone for being obnoxious to him.
That's going to be a drag on the show, being that because he's usually all happy and giddy and stuff, and now he's not feeling well. I don't think Nathan didn't have a show either today because he wasn't feeling well. We heard that during yesterday's show, along with the cows mooing. I couldn't
What was
believe.
with the cows?
Yeah, I'm watching the show. He took Matthew Learns. You know Matthew Learns from Discord. Well, Numpty Dipshit Matthew made a video or something on his channel. Do you know that he has 650 some subscribers? I couldn't believe it.
How many?
650,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Well, he might be nice to his audience compared to you.
I what would you say, Willis?
Jab one.
Yeah, but anyway, he's dragging around by his short hairs. I missed part of the show because I was sleeping. So I said, I'll just go back and watch the beginning. So I'm watching the show and listening. I'm hearing I'm like, what the? I had my window open.
You thought there was a pack of cows next to your window?
No, not next to him, but there's a cow pasture on either side of me, not too far
Yeah,
away.
you might thought that they got away.
Yeah, I thought one got away, one got out. But it kept,
Before you make your house.
I'm serious. I'm not making this shit up. I looked at back of me. I said, wait a second. And then it kept happening like every 20, 25 seconds. I thought somebody was trolling the show. Then I said, you know what? It has to be because no cow is getting out. They ain't going anywhere. Right?
No. Yeah, one in the house.
It turns out I messaged Nathan. I said, what's up with the cow mooing, dude, on the show? Because I thought somebody was trolling the show in the background. I got on the show late, and I didn't hear any mooing. And he said it was his daughter playing Minecraft.
So Minecraft only has mooing cows,
I guess. I don't know. I don't play video games. You guys tell
not
me.
the goose.
Duck.
Orange sheep and honking geese.
Yeah. We're learning a lot about animals on the show.
I think we know enough.
Well, you were chased by a cow. You know that.
Here we go again with that nonsense. Honey!
Yeah, we know. You're married.
Yeah, we know you're married. You're on dangerous ground right now.
I know.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I know. I live in Europe.
All right, what else are we going to talk? Oh, that was. I'll tell you what. Nathan did such a good job on that because like I said, I didn't watch the beginning of the show, but it was really good. Matthew deserves everything he gets.
What was the topic of that Matthew guy exactly?
Just a general one. You know how the dumbass baltards just make general statements. And it was loaded with logical fallacies, and it's chock full. I mean, he's steeped. When I say steeped, that he's steeped in friggin' straw man fallacy. Steeped.
Maybe he's a farmer.
I don't know. He had a stupid hat on. I think he was playing the role of a flat earther and had put this stupid hat on. He looked like he looked like an Amish idiot. Do you ever see him with that hat?
No, but I sort of know the spiel, right? To ridiculize. Is that a word?
Oh, you just made it one.
Ridiculize someone. You have to just act like a clown, be like a clown, huh?
Hold on, I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, there he is.
When you stay at home, the host.
What's that for an expression?
Some idiot put commercials in there, ads.
Oh yeah, well, need to pay to get them out.
There you go. That stupid thing.
Let me see if it pops up for me because it really is delayed.
It's sort of delayed today, isn't it? Let me know when you get it.
Well, you're still saying hi with your robotic hand here. Come on, change. Okay. Oh yeah, like a hillbilly.
That's not a hillbilly hat.
And a jacket like a blouse.
What the hell is that?
Jacket?
Flat earther's hat.
Dang.
Why there like these little sort of curly things on the side? Looks like earrings on the side of the head.
That's where you wrap around the yoke from the cow, and he drags you through the farm.
Shouldn't be the other way around. Does he have long hair too?
No, that's the hat.
The whole head.
The hat in back. I don't know. He has shade covers, which is not a bad idea if you ever been fishing or out in the great outdoors, because that sun hits you on your old redneck. But I never seen no shit like this.
He does have a crooked face a little.
You know what was surprising? After I was watching this for a while, here, let me go to another spot. Let me know when it pops up.
Just looking at the balloon also with the satellite on.
We're gonna get back to that in a second, but let me know when the other one gets up, because I got a question.
You got a question?
I do.
Oh, there he is. He looks like Mr. Bean.
Okay. Here's my question. How the hell can he hold his head up with that skinny ass neck?
Maybe he has a bump on the back.
Maybe that's why he has to keep putting the hat on.
He's so rich on the end, and that he has that flap on the end. that's needed.
Let's go back there because Adam made a really good point yesterday with this, and there's going to be a little bit of delay.
Are you going to also reflect on this guy's video?
No.
Oh.
He was too kind to him, Betty. He just
To what?
reckoned he was dumb. QE was really kind. He reckoned this guy was just stupid. I reckoned he was a bit of a fibber.
Yeah,
Liar.
there was a big argument. Not a big argument, but there was some dissension. Just because I was thinking of the word doesn't give you rightful access to start talking.
Right.
He's about gone from this show.
All right. Does it?
There was a bit of dissension because everyone was calling him a liar, Matthew, and I brought up the fact that no, he wasn't lying, that he was a retard. But there were certain things when I listened to it back yesterday, there were certain things where he was flat out lying. So, I'll acquiesce to a little bit lying, but he's a stone cold retard. I think the retard overrules the lying.
Well, you had other people lying too, and you called those retards. So.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. So
yes, you.
No, I don't.
You do.
I'll put you on mute.
Mood? Mood.
So Adam had a good point with this because numpty dipshit right here was kind of dogging out the idea of satellites on balloons and GPS tracking in the ocean. And he goes ahead and actually visually shows these two things on screen. But with all of his sphere-tard proofs, there was nothing. Right? Mm-hmm. So Adam made a point to say, well, this is quite disturbing. You want to speak to that, Adam?
Well, I did just find it very strange that, I mean, the point of it was, he hadn't shown any images to support his view prior. Then, to ridicule us, he says, these flat earthers think that GPS is based on balloons and buoys on the sea, or buoys, as you Americans incorrectly pronounce. But what was ironic about it is he then showed a picture of these things in real life, in actual reality, existing, doing the job that he's ridiculing us for suggesting they do. Chocolate ball that what was even worse was you might have passed the balloon off previously as something else, but that's come to bite him on the bum a year later, hasn't it?
Yeah. Ironically, the balloon issue, you know, Betty, he brings up balloons and they shows this, and then after all the press about the Chinese balloons, he really just snatched his own wig off and bashed himself in the face with a spade shovel. Not only with this, but the whole way through. It's pathetically stupid.
So, Adam, you call buoys something else?
Boys.
Yeah, but he has a different word for it?
Yeah, I just said it.
Well, yeah,
no,
what?
It's the same word pronounced differently.
Oh, okay. Well, also, we have a word for that, and it's also buoy.
Yeah. Do you have density and buoyancy? Or buoyancy?
No. Buoyancy, no.
No, buoyancy, isn't it? It's about the same.
Good point, Adam.
We have a word that's called buoyant.
Well, if it were in Dutch, if it was in Holland, you're probably right. It could be a buoy then.
Buoy. And we write it the correct way too.
BZZOUY.
B-O-A-E.
Bayo. The hell's that?
That's the Dutch pronunciation of the letters.
Oh, brother.
I think a
So,
little bit of Dutch can't hurt.
so you old beachcomber. What else do you do?
We drove, we ate, we shopped.
What'd you
We
eat?
went to
What'd
see
you eat?
him.
What'd you eat?
Oh God, what do we eat? Poffertjes, zoute haring, kibbeling, vlamenkoegen.
Betty, we
Yeah.
have basically, essentially, Americans out here. We don't know what the hell you're talking about, except with the salted herring, you sick. So, say what these things are.
Mhm. Well, the last one, the vlamenkoegen, is tart flambé, and that's a sort of a pizza with crème fraiche, like sour cream, bacon, little bacon strips, onion, and that's it. It's nice.
Okay.
Poffertjes, it's sort of like a dough-like thing. You have waffles, we have poffertjes, sort of that sort of idea. Doesn't really translate. Zoute haring, of course, salt herring.
Oh,
Which the people in the ships would take with them, right? Because they could preserve that well. And we eat that with onions and some pickle. Some people.
oh,
I don't.
sick.
Yeah. And then we have kibbeling, which is, sort of lumps of fish fried with a sort of a marinade. And then you have two sauces you can have with it, all three. Maybe garlic sauce, but most people take either ravigotte or remoulade sauce on it.
Okay, what is that made of, Betty?
I think it's some sort of mayonnaise, mustard, beefsteak, something like that.
Just not getting the detail that I.
Sorry, I don't. I mean, I did sort of explore the details because we wanted to know the difference between remoulade and ravigotte, but there's not much difference, to be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What's the base of both of those?
I think mayo, but
So mayonnaise. Okay, fair enough. What a great vacation.
yeah. So we went to see a museum, and in that museum was a. Come on, cat! The cat is being naughty. There was a dress that they sort of got to be preserved from a ship that was on the seawater.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It wasn't.
one of
It wasn't moth ridden.
No, it was. Well, it was a different. I think it became a different color, sort of, because of the seawater for so long. But they could nicely see how these dresses were made, and one was probably a wedding dress, and it had silver woven into it.
I was making
So
a
it,
joke. I was making a joke with moths at the bottom of the sea. Did you get that part?
no, I just scoffed that away.
Yeah. Okay. So these
I
clothes.
thought that was so foolish not to respond to.
So, Joe, number two, backstab. So how old were these dresses?
I think they are from the 17th, no, the 18th century, I suppose. Well, they were in a sort of a chest underneath the water, I think.
Sure. Now
And they also retrieved other sort of items, like bits of the mast and stuff, and also a powder. How do you say it? Powder box and something else, female things and stuff.
So the dresses were pretty much intact.
Yeah.
Were
But
they?
were they little people? I suppose because the dress was not tall. To be exact.
Where'd they find it?
I have no clue, but somewhere near where I was.
You were out on the ocean.
North Sea?
You were out at sea.
No, but it's close to the North Sea.
Oh, then I didn't hear you say North Sea. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice museum. They also had a sort of a little village that you could sort of see how these people lived back in the day. They had a mill, just a mill, a Dutch mill that the Dutch are known for.
Oh, a Dutch mill. What do they make in the mill?
Fridge magnets that you buy in the gift shop.
Fridge magnets.
Molen is toch een mill? I have to translate that maybe.
You know
Maybe I
those.
think
You know those
word.
fridge magnets. Go ahead while you're chasing that down, Betty. The fridge magnets have greater magnetic field than the Earth. Did you know that?
Wow. How did you know that?
I got educated on it.
You got educated on it. Okay. Yeah, I said it correctly. So a mill is just a mill to grind grain,
Yes.
right? So I don't know what you on about.
You have to be on about something, Betty. This is a show.
Yeah, but why do I need to state the obvious?
Some things may not be obvious from or translate well from Dutchland to America.
Well, if I would have said a windmill in the sense of because we have different kinds of windmills that produce energy, right? You also could say watermill because we also have a watermill, right? Which sort of grinds grain from the water that passes by.
I think I just came by a Dutch windmill. Remember I sent it to you? I'm trying to search for it.
Yeah, you said that those were Dutch satellites.
Yeah, I wonder where that thing is, man. I should have benchmarked that some. There it is. All right, let's bring that over. There she is. That's a Dutch spy balloon.
I wonder what the English looks like, huh?
What?
Maybe a bowler hat, maybe.
Yeah, there. Let me know when you say it.
Not yet.
See, that's
Please.
the implausibility of it, isn't it? Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Well, that's a real regular balloon that you can sort of drive on. How do you say that? Is it driving on or is it? What is it? What is it called when you go on a balloon?
That's good.
Sailing.
Go ahead, Adam. What is it?
Sailing it still.
They call it sailing. Really?
Sailing airship, don't you?
I
An
guess.
airship.
I guess so.
What would you say then?
I never thought about it.
All right.
I know I wouldn't step out that door right there.
See the little basket underneath?
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I have a bucket list. That's one of the things I have no compulsion to ever do in my life.
oh, I did. I was on a
no desire whatsoever.
Just relax.
Whether it be a windmill that's taking me up there or not.
Just relax, Betty. We're going to get to you because you definitely did. Go on, Adam. Finish up.
Oh, I don't like heights at the best of times. To be there with just a big hot air and a wicker basket, just that terrified me, I think.
No, it's not.
Go ahead, Betty.
No, it's really peaceful. Really nice. You don't even feel the wind because you go along with the wind. How about that for a fact? Huh?
That's impressive.
It's really, God, yeah, I like to be with hot-winded guys and items.
Adam's your man.
If you ever wanted me quiet, Betty, take me up there.
I don't think so. I think you might like. You don't even notice it when you just lift off. It's totally different. I'm scared of these heights where you can see through the floor. Right? I would never go on that bridge in China where you can see through the floor. wouldn't believe that I could really walk on that. But it just are in that basket, and then you look over the edge, and it's high enough you can't fall out, and you just see the floor just going away, and and then every once in a while he has to provide a gust of gas so that the balloon heats up. That's the only noise. That's sort of what you hear. But if it's at a certain height and he doesn't use that thing, the gas so peaceful, and you can so see into the horizon and stuff, and it's really nice.
How high is the basket? Where does it come up to you? Like to your knees, ankles, waist? Where?
Waist a little bit up.
A little bit higher, belly.
Yeah, higher than your belly. You can't just topple over. If you get my drift.
The
I thought,
colour of
what
peace,
is
Betty.
into that thing, right? And then they have these little holes in the on the side of the basket. You have to
How
put
reassuring.
your little holes for your foot to get into, and then you have to basically get your foot in there, and then because they sort of
Why
put these.
is that, you see, Betty? Why is that? In case the fucking thing tips over and tips you out. Death trap.
The thing is laying on its side when they are filling it up with hot air, and then it almost is up, and then they tell everybody to just get in fast. That's the thing.
Get in fast.
Yeah, because they have it attached.
You've got no control of this thing.
They have it attached to the cars, and they don't want to have that car raced. It will sort of hold it down a little bit in the beginning, but not too long, right? So it was a nice thing. The thing is also that I thought it must be very frightening for it to come down, and it's sort of wow. Well, it's an experience, I have to say, because we bounced a couple of times. But
That means it is.
Straight up. It stood straight up. We had to just climb out. And my brother-in-law was very arrogant in his way that he was going to get out very eloquently, but he didn't. He stumbled out. I have that on tape, by the way.
Of course you do.
It's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, so we were, and it was like you can also usually they do this in the evenings, and then we could see it getting darker. We could see the sun go down, and then it eventually when you go down with the balloon as well, it was almost dark, right? Because when you go up, you can still see the light, but then when you land, the sun is almost immediately gone. It's really fast, really nice. Beautiful thing to see. And also when you go with other balloons, you can look at other people hanging in underneath the other balloon.
What if you get too close and you crash into one another?
Then you don't have a good.
That's not a good day, is it?
Then you don't have a good air fire. How do you say that, Adam? What was the name of the profession? The guy that makes it go.
Sailor.
Captain.
Captain Sailor. Yeah.
Ship. No ship. It has to have a captain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have a good one then. You can sue him after.
Yeah. Oh, that's reassuring.
Quick question then. So you see Balloon Ahoy, Captain. We're heading for it. What does the captain do? It's not blowing, trying to do that way. Left.
Well, they know the weather reports. They know where the wind is going at and how fast and at what heights. So we didn't go too high because of the fact that there were different wind gusts. And then if we would have done that, we would have been miles away from our destination. And there's these cars that have to follow you on the ground to basically pick you up. And you have to land in certain places where you can land. Of course, Netherlands has much of these meadows and grasslands. So we landed in one of those. But sometimes you have no choice. And then these farmers are not that happy if you land in their crops.
Right. How high?
So, yeah.
How high did you go? Hold on a second. How high did you go up? Did he tell you?
Yeah, he did, but I forgot how high up it was.
All right. Somebody else wanted to add something? I heard somebody in the background.
Nope.
It's just a phantom?
Yep. We had Brian here, but he left.
Why'd he leave?
Well, maybe he had to look at his crops.
Maybe he was jealous because the Irish don't have a potato balloon.
Unbelievable. With you guys, it would be your national flag that would be balloons.
Balloon?
That's
Why is
balloon.
that?
Your proud nature.
Proud nature? What does that have to do with balloon? Proud of what?
Well, we are proud of our windmills, see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we put them in the air.
And what would we put on a balloon in America?
A flag, a national flag.
We would?
I think so. Or a bald eagle, maybe.
Ah, bald eagle. That
Mhm.
would. I don't think I've ever seen a balloon. I've seen balloons around here, but not with any flags on them.
Did you see other balloons with other, like, shapes and forms and things?
No, they're
Put
pretty
the,
much. You got different sizes. Go ahead, Adam.
Put the Irish spy satellite in chat for you.
You got an Irish spy satellite? What's chat?
In the Discord, Ballbusters Live
Yeah, that's a good one.
chat.
Hit the
And
wrong.
Brian is back, by the way.
What's up, Brian?
Hey everyone, I got a phone call.
Oh, you've caught us being racist.
Yeah, well, an Irish spy satellite. I don't know what that's going to be.
Do you?
No, I don't know what it's going to be. I said.
Oh, 1 second. Gotta turn that. Where are you? There's the Irish spy satellite, folks. Too funny, Adam.
The English one is going to be a point of lager.
Yeah, curry. I think very.
Curry. Brilliant.
Oh, very genuine laugh.
Too funny. Yeah, that was a genuine one right there. That was a good belly laugher one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
When it's funny, it's funny. I have a question for you, Kerry.
Oh, no.
Earlier on, you said that a fridge magnet was stronger than the magnetic field of the Earth.
Yep.
So how come my compass doesn't point towards the fridge?
I don't know.
Something's amiss.
Yeah, but there's a difference between the magnetic field and magnetic north. Listen, I'm only
But I'd like to
reporting.
know what that is.
Listen, I didn't make that shit up. Let me track it down 1 second.
The extension of the field of the fridge magnet is so small. So you're comparing it to the magnetic lines, whatever that's causing them. So obviously, if you take the compass to the fridge magnet, it is overpowered. It overpowers as the Earth's magnetism.
Right. We were always told keep all the metal away when we were out there navigating, to keep the metal away from our compasses, obviously, right?
So talking about balloons, just one I posted in the Ballbusters too.
Now, I'm looking for something else.
Yeah, but I want to show you that it's really there.
All right. Just
I didn't know it, but I know I see it in front of me, and it's really something.
Just-
Small picture, but it's really something.
Just remind me of it after I search for this.
Never mind.
Not a never mind. Just relax for a second.
You could have just shown it and then be done with it. That it sort of rounds out that
Oh my
topic.
God.
Yeah, it rounds out that topic, and then you can talk about anything you want.
Where'd you put it?
Ballbusters chat.
That is actually a meme on the internet. Is it? Look at Ireland. Mine's better.
Criterion put up a good one.
Ireland prepares to launch its spy balloon.
This was the point earlier. How dumb are people to believe that the People's Republic of China was so skint and so stupid that they thought that... Remember the word spy has meanings, yeah? It's like to not be caught. How do we not be caught? Let's float quietly across America in a huge balloon. It just doesn't seem plausible to me.
They're ballers.
If you're asking me, it was, oh shit, NASA's missed one of its pickups. How are we going to pass this off? Quick ring to the Chinese. Would you please take the fall for this? And we'll pretend you've been to the moon. Yeah, it was our spy satellite that took it down. You know, it's just so implausible.
Yeah.
That a world superpower would spy on another superpower with a balloon.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Betty, I got your flag. What is that? A fucking rectangle flag balloon?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is what I would suspect that you guys would put in the air, and I found it exactly as I pictured it.
Really?
I mean, do I know the Americans or what? The back of my hand.
You don't know Americans, Betty. All right, let me go find that.
Hey, Betty, I got something to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Feel like it. We were teaching Lily about the Netherlands the other day, learning about windmills and what the lowlands means and all that stuff. We were learning about that in our class. We were teaching it to her. I thought you might enjoy that.
Cute. Nice. Well, most Americans don't even know where the Netherlands is situated. They don't know it they don't know how to find it on the map.
Yeah, for good reason.
They think that the Netherlands is like in Germany or something.
It should be.
It almost was.
It almost was. Okay, here we go from National.
Hold
on.
Adam. It almost was.
Adam.
It almost was.
I know, that's why I said no need to thank us, Betty. It was our pleasure.
Thanks for over talking me.
Right.
I think the Americans, the Canadians, the English,
Here we go.
and the Russians.
All right, now from National Mag Lab. Tesla is a unit of magnetic field. Another unit of magnetic field is Gauss. A refrigerator magnet is 100 Gauss, a strong refrigerator magnet. The typical strength of the Earth's magnetic field at its surface is around a half a Gauss. So those are everyday units of magnetic field. There are 10,000 Gauss in 1 Tesla. So a refrigerator magnet strength is 100 Gauss, and the Earth's magnetic strength at the surface is 0.5 Gauss. You get it? Yeah?
Up a headband of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get a really, really, really big fridge magnet that's got super powerful Gauss. Its field still only extends and depreciates in such a way.
Yeah.
Yet we have this field that encompasses everything we've ever seen. Yeah. And it maintains itself evenly, I think, pretty much in strength. It's not like the fridge magnet. It's either on or off. Everywhere you go, it's there. At that low level, it's. I don't know as the two are comparable.
Right?
Kind of like love.
It's kind of like love. Boy, that saved you.
That saved you.
Because I was about to tear into that potato ass.
What? What did I say was true?
No,
not there?
I was getting ready to tear into
Reaching
Brian.
out.
Not you.
He's so self-involved, Kiwi.
I know he is. That's a good. Brian's.
Brian, no. I just expected the ridicule to be directed at me naively.
Brian's discernment skills have become quite acute recently.
Recently.
You caught that backhanded slight. That's something Betty would say.
Yeah. It is. It's exactly what Betty would say.
Dude, buddy, man. All right. Yeah. All right. So what are we going to name this show? Oh, by the way, at 2:20 Central Time, it's curtains for this show. Just want you to know. 2:20.
You need to rename your last show, by the way.
Rename it what? I already did.
To lie or not to lie?
To lie? What? What?
We were talking about lying in the scripture, and that was to lie or not to lie.
I couldn't. I told you, Betty, I have only so many characters.
No, the title.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, then scrap the whole rest and just put in to lie or not to lie.
What did I put in the last 1 second? I got to go
I have
search.
no idea.
Oh, then how do you know?
Because I want you to have that title.
Because you want me to have that title that's non sequitur.
I want you to change the title into that because it was kind of a cool show. I want to find it back again.
I need to go find the live shows and then figure out what I named it. I had like 99 characters or something.
Yeah, you would.
That'll be enough out of you. So it was, I think this was the last one. Hold on. So, QE Live open panel. Geese, Kissing Booze, Camels, Schrodinger, Yosemite Sam, and Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, and then it really started to hit out.
So, like I said, I'm limited on the characters here, love. So
yeah, maybe you should put that underneath, like the description of the show, right? But then the title needs to be to lie or not to lie.
Yeah, I could start to do that, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
Oh.
So there you go. So I did change the title.
That's just it.
Jeez. All right, what else? What else do we need to go over?
Do you have any content?
I am chocked full, stocked to the brim of substance and cowbell.
It just doesn't come out, huh?
Yeah, it comes out. It's
glasses.
It's in here. It's coming out my ears. It cannot not come out.
Yeah, but how does it come out?
It comes out very articulate and systematic. Yep, she's gonna rumpus me. Was that a rhetorical question there, love?
Disgust.
Disgust. Yeah. Okay. Anything else we need to go over?
Nope. Just wrap it up and let's go.
Really? Just at 45 minutes? That's a short show. That won't impress too many people.
Because you don't show your content, like I said.
I've shown plenty of content up to this point.
Like what?
Weather balloons, hot air balloons. We talked about Matthew the Numpty Dipshit. What else? What you ate on your vacation? That's associated with my substance.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Wienen van Texel. Is that where you went, Bay?
Yes.
Boom!
Damn! He called you out.
Yeah, and it's called Tessel.
Uh-oh. You've ruined it for everyone now.
You impressed with that, Bay?
Tessel is, you write it with an X, but you pronounce it Tessel.
I didn't even tell him, Betty.
Yeah, he's a good
I
one.
was internet searching from what I heard.
Yeah. So he thought sea, ocean, sand,
Yeah.
beach.
45 minutes or hour and a half. You bloodhound, Adam.
Museum, dresses. There's only one museum right now that has those dresses.
Would have been the Paul Ice Bosch.
What put you over the top, Adam, when you exactly knew it? What was one of the characteristics that you said, oh, that's it?
It was how pretty it is.
Huh?
That's why I went for that. And unique. That's totally. It's weird. You don't give Holland when you see. Yeah, but it's like it's a bit It's very English. You could stick a golf course next to it, a bit further inland. It's got like a feel of Arabia. It's really cool. But it's like a lynx sand, so there's like nice grass growing, and so you get. But on the opposite coast, you've got that down that side of England, Betty. North Yorkshire, and that's a bit like that in Northumbria.
More like hilly and more rocky or hilly or mountainous.
No, it's more like that. Big inlets of land, and loads of dunes that you've got like grasses that will grow over and grow in on that sand. It's very much like the Matching Coast, to be honest.
And also many sheep there.
Yeah, I suppose. Not what I go for. You know,
That's what Adam goes for.
I'm not from Derby.
Well, the thing is that that island is known for the sheep also. They have a specific brand of sheep or a race of sheep that's called the Tesseli. And they live there.
And what's their claim to fame?
Well, not much, but good wool, I suppose. And they make these things of everything, and yeah.
So different sheeps have different wools.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, you also have a Drents sheep. It's from Drenthe, another province of ours, and that has totally different hair.
Huh.
It's sort of a wild sheep, right? So it has longer hair, not that sort of curly and sort of matted hair, but yeah, wool is wool. Yeah, different kinds of wool.
So when they shave that wool, do they shave them bald, or they leave a certain amount left?
Yeah, they do have a little bit left. Yes.
Not like the Mexican hairless dog, right?
Well, you don't have to shave that one.
I didn't say you would.
Well, I wouldn't even start.
Well, you couldn't start because he's hairless for a reason. So they don't get that far. I don't know. I'm not a sheep farmer. I was just asking. I wasn't trying to catch you on that.
Me neither. I'm not a sheep farmer either. But there's many sheep there. There are also dogs and cats and there was a donkey there.
Yeah.
And chickens.
Can you milk them too?
The chickens? That's why they cross the street, because people try to milk them and they run away.
What are we going to call this show?
Chickens on the run.
Chickens on the run. Bow now.
Yes, but you can almost walk that island on the beach, but not on a certain part of it. Then you have to go up the land again. But it's not that big. Yeah, most of the people ride bikes there, but you can go there by car. We also have other islands there, but there you can't bring your own car along, so it's more difficult to get somewhere. But these islands are so small, you can most of the time can reach some things by bike.
Huh. You don't say. The Dutch get places by bicycle?
Yes, most of the time.
What's the obesity rate in the Netherlands?
I have no idea. I think that every person here might have a bike.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys are doing all this bike riding, I'd like to see the obesity statistics, like compared. Yeah, I would. Let's check it. I'm going to check that. Obesity.
Don't do that.
Obesity.
How many bikes are there in?
14.2% of the adult population in the Netherlands was classed seriously overweight. 37% of adults moderately overweight. So I'd compare that to the UK.
23 million bicycles.
25.9 and 38.
Oh, so England is fatter.
Yeah, let's try the USA.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. It just says all of you. It just says all of you.
It says all of you.
Just leave the Twinkies alone, you porkies. 30.7 for the low figure and 42%.
Yeah. Well, I guess those bicycles are helping him out then.
So 23 million bicycles we have, they say. Including about 2.4 million e-bikes. So now we can well get fatter. I think that's good.
Yeah, you're going to start to get fatter. Watch those obesity stats. They're going to start rising with those friggin' e-bikes.
I was thinking about that correlation. Betty said loads of bikes. So China's got more bikes, and their obesity is 5 to 6% and 20. Which definitely, that's science. Right? The more bikes you have, the less you weigh.
Yeah.
And the more you starve your people, the more the less you weigh.
Yeah, we forgot to factor that in.
I'm buying my wife a bike in the morning. She'll be well.
Does she listen to these shows?
Not that one.
This one is prohibited to watch. Too funny. So do they drive bicycles in the UK much? I mean, are there many bikes there?
No, we just nick bikes over here.
Like the Germans, you guys.
Yeah.
There's lots of scooters. Our cities, a lot of the cities in UK now have had e-scooters. Instead of getting the bus, there's like little electric scooters all over the place. So you just have an app, and it activates them, and you can scoot around. That's about the best you got. And they have bike lanes, but they're just for like middle-aged men, aren't they, to annoy you in the morning on the way to work.
To annoy you in the morning.
But nobody really uses them. It's not an actual serious mode of transport. It's just a waste of money to put these things in.
Nobody uses them, then why do they exist?
Virtue signaling?
Virtue signaling. That's too funny.
Well, that, and obviously, if you can get the contract for £3 million to put a white line on the inside of the road and put a picture of a bicycle on it, very lucrative as well, isn't it? So it's good for you as a counsellor to get bribed. It's good for the company, But also, you can show that you really care about the environment.
Oh, hell.
As you tell people how they should travel.
No, they just can survey them more when they don't travel.
Ooh.
Mm.
Did you say survey or surveil?
Survey? Surveil? I don't know what I said.
I don't know what I said. It sounded okay. You guys know what I meant.
I think you got the gist of it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Or is it gist? Gist or just?
It's just, but I knew what you meant.
See, I got everything wrong today.
Today.
Yeah.
Chuck one up there for QE.
Yep. 2-1. And counting.
All right, you guys got 20 minutes.
Last Saturday, and still it was not about the topic I put on the freaking thumbnail.
Yes, it's been like 8 or 9 weeks. We just can't get there.
You know what? I will make it in hindsight. How about that?
How do you
mean? When you do talk about cash pressure, then I will make the thumbnail.
No, I have to add it. I have to send out the ad. Just take the episode off, and I'll just put it in the title.
It was all about gas pressure.
He was going to do a presentation, and he didn't.
That didn't say that didn't happen. I'm saying all of the things that went off track were all about gas pressure. Then.
And Betty, take one guess who sent it off track.
Arwen, weren't it?
Arwen.
Right. Shame on you, Arwen, by the way.
No, it can't be the Dutch. It must be the English.
Yeah, it was fine. A lot of people enjoyed that show, by the way.
How long did it go for?
It went for a long friggin' time, over 3 hours.
It was,
Oh,
it was the live, other than the mild frustration at being Miss Jones. What we did well with the quite live questions, I thought was quite fun as well. Like the way Brian wrapped it up. Well, it was a good show actually, QA. Much better than a repeat of a presentation.
And
yeah, these old presentations, man. Did we
I
hear
didn't mean
enough?
I always spruce them up.
I didn't mean that funny.
You would go on it. I was like, 1, 2, 3. There he goes. Yes, I need it.
Oh, what they did was, Betty, they got into the AI again. And Brian compromised the Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the backdoor proof of things weighing more in a vacuum.
Okay.
So Brian compromised it. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It
Did
was
he-
fun. Hold on. It was fun getting there because some of us lack proper communication skills.
Like who?
So we all started getting friggin' frustrated at each other because no one was specific enough to detail what they wanted. It was a absolute cluster screw.
Did you get into that?
Say again?
Did you get into that and sort of give you eloquent preciseness on this topic?
I did, but then I acquiesced and left because I got sick of it.
I knew it.
Let Brian blame me, please.
Something.
Brian was one of the big offenders. I'll tell you that much.
Who's blaming me there?
If nobody was listening to Brian Betty, that's what was going on.
He called me a shit secretary, Betty. He said I was shit.
I heard a little bit of it, and somebody said something about the secretary, and you had a name.
Yeah, Monica.
Monica. Monica. That was it. That was so cute. And then you protested. What you came with some other names. What was it again, Adam?
I prefer Miss Jones. It seems
Yeah,
a bit
Miss
more respectful.
I thought immediately about that song. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Got a thing going on. Something like that.
Listen to that voice. Listen to that voice on her, guys. She's got an enchanting voice, doesn't she?
It's unique, Betty. You're very nice.
Yeah, I will not listen back to that. Oh, Nathan said Money Penny.
Yeah, he did say Money Penny. Definitely. I remember that.
There was a series, an English series with Dempsey and Makepeace. I thought maybe Miss Makepeace would also be a good name.
You know what else Nathan was doing? He was going dun 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 dun. Dun. He was doing that stuff while I was trying to, concentrate and go find stuff and put something, make something articulate, and he just get dun dun. Dun. I was gonna friggin'.
Maybe I should take that over because I think that's really good.
I've got the 2 paragraphs, the 2 contradicting paragraphs that Brian got it to. If you want me to read them.
Nathan said he's got a beautiful voice. Who was the guy singing?
Unbelievable.
Nice one. Yeah.
What did you say, Adam, by the way?
I'll take that as a yes. I apologise for any confusion. Let me clarify again. Air does have weight. But when objects are weighed in air, they appear to weigh more than they do in a vacuum because of the buoyancy effect I mentioned earlier. This is due to the displacement of air by the object, which creates an upward force called buoyancy and reduces the apparent weight of the object as measured by a scale. In a vacuum, there is no air to displace, and therefore no buoyancy effect to counteract the weight of the object. Therefore, objects weigh more in a vacuum than they do in air. However, this does not mean that the air does not have weight. Yeah, see, that was a snide dig at the end, wasn't it? There was no need for that.
No.
AI.
We had clearly defined, and we had the AI agreed to it, and this is where we went wrong at the end. We should have gone back to the fact that it had clearly defined and agreed to weight being a linear downward force. So buoyancy is not a linear downward force.
Yeah.
They're just trying to tie weight to buoyancy, through a force of gravity. It's rubbish. So weight is weight. It's clearly defined. If something has weight and it agreed that the object would weigh less in a vacuum because the weight of the air would be increasing the weight outside of the vacuum. So it had to do a complete 360 on what it originally said, but then still get in still try and wrangle in how air had weight.
Not a 360, Brian, because then he'd be back from where he started. He'd have to do 180.
It says, Brian, yes, an object will weigh less in a vacuum than it does in air, because in a vacuum there is no atmosphere and therefore no air pressure acting on the object.
Yep.
So,
and then contradicting himself right after that.
Really?
Yep.
And the excuse it gives first, when it gives its first answer, was, object will weigh less in the vacuum. And it says why. So when an object is weighed in air, the weight of the object includes not only the object's mass, but also the weight of the air that is displaced by the object. The weight of the displaced air is equal to the weight of the object according to Archimedes' principle. Which is kind of counterintuitive to what he's just said, but however, in a vacuum, there is no air to be displaced, and therefore the weight of the object is equal only to mass. This means the object will appear to weigh less in a vacuum than it does in air.
Then he snatched his own wig off. Yeah. What did he do that one time when we challenged him, Betty? What did he go? System error?
Yeah.
we have one up on you, Brian. We have
tax error.
Times, by the way.
What's that?
We had them do that 2 times.
Yeah.
And also scolding me for being, racist. And he was almost going to report me. To whom? To his master? What? Oh. I think they put this out there, and I think that AI thing is maybe able to learn. I mean, if it is capable of backtracking on its own words,
it's not.
No, but if you are able to, that's what I'm saying, is that it will be sentient, right? It will be sentient to. So then you have an AI that's sentient. So maybe you have to be sort of glad that it doesn't do what we think that it should do. Because if we have a sentient AI, then it can also kill us because it doesn't like us.
Kill us? He doesn't have physical form.
Not yet, but it can make it.
How?
Have you make it? And people are making robots every once in a while nowadays. We have a Sophia that already is a citizen of what is it? That country? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. So if you have sentient robots, it's a really big threat. We might be living in a matrix soon.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they buy a robot wife eventually.
And if everybody chipped and hooked on to that beast system, then you have it. It doesn't need its own body. It has yours. It will hack into yours. We got a guy, an advisor on the WEF, that is saying that people are hackable animals now. Yeah, Mr. Yuval Harari. Look him up.
Uh-oh.
I think those. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just say I don't believe half of what they'd be saying, Betty. Most of them are they're just trolling the public because they know they just giving the public some kind of nonsense to be angry about or to conspire about. They don't have the technology they claim to have. They don't have that, and they know they don't. But they can make the public believe they have.
There is already a quantum computer center I think it's in Belgium, from IBM, and they're calling their engines or machine or computer system the Beast. So
this is all bullshittery, absolute bullshittery, isn't it? Whether that's quantum computing none of these artificial intelligence, none of these things exist. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, we've demonstrated here there's no intelligence. Yeah, unless the thing is so intelligent it lies like a rumpus to contradict itself in one paragraph to the other. There's no intelligence there. Just a search engine collates in a very nice manner, present its information. That's all it does. No
Well, you're talking
intelligence.
about two different things, Adam. Betty's talking about something else. We're getting the regular everyday idiot variety with the Chat GPT AI.
No, it's the same thing. Whether it's quantum computing or the other claim Betty mentioned, which is kind of some kind of matrix type, where pluggable, hackable machines. These are just lies. It just makes shit up.
No.
Look at OpenAI. It's not real. It's what they'd hoped, maybe, that we are hackable machines. They'd love nothing more than us to be hackable machines. I don't think that's the reality. I don't think we were made hackable, to be perfectly honest.
I hope you're right.
Remember, Betty,
So.
it wasn't long ago that people on this panel, I have to use the word believe that satellites existed. You know?
I understand, but there's also something like you can't believe that the cars could exist unless you see one, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they told me that AI existed, and then I saw it, and it's not. It's a knackered, rusty old bicycle.
Yeah, but they keep us like decades away from where their standpoint is already to what we get to see. Because if we get to see it first, we will do our thing with it, right? They don't want us to know everything just now, unless we are hooked up. I think the mark of the beast has definitely something to do with that.
I think it's got to do with lies, Betty, and deception more than abilities.
Well,
Let's say technological ability.
They have to lie you into the system, and then you can't go back.
Well, if you believe that the AI is all powerful and the AI rules everything, and the AI is,
I don't say
I'm not
there's
saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't do that. I'm saying you, as in the royal, as QE says, the royal you. If you believe that, then you're likely to just give in, you know, and just accept it when there's nothing to accept. You know, if people start believing that they start believing that there's all this technology out there that is way more advanced than even what we know, and we don't have a hope. And you know, we're talking about the Terminator. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. That place in Belgium, like, I mean, a garden hose would end that place. If you got a garden hose to it, that'd be the end of that. I just plug it out.
Just throw one of them salted herrings in there.
Yeah.
Herring and potatoes.
Oh, that's sick.
Yes, doesn't really match.
That was bad.
Yeah, that potatoes and herring. Nope.
I once saw a little clip of a guy and a woman, and that woman had certain wires on her head, and that guy could sort of steer her when she walked, and he could steer her and to make her go left or right. And she couldn't resist. She had to go the other way.
Can I have one of those?
Great.
Are they called reins?
It's called mechanics. I think that there's a lot of things that we don't know about, but they do. And they already figured a lot of things out. Not all of it just yet, but I think a lot of it already. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this. I mean, if you're the devil, what would you want people to do? Not to have any choice, but to worship the beast and him, basically, and not having any second doubts, you know?
He'd be pulling a bunch of Hegelian dialectics everywhere you went.
Well, the thing is that he would not give you a choice to not worship him.
On to him again, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you have to understand that AI that they are just shoving in our faces, it's just to say, okay, this is what we can do, but they can do much more than this already.
They can contradict themselves.
Yes, they do, but they make it biased. right? They can make it biased as the one that programs the beast behind the quantum, right? That's the real guys that you need to fear. But if that beast system is getting able to run it like it wants to, or like it's supposed to do when it's how it's programmed, basically, yeah,
So,
there's no escaping it if you're chipped and basically made an antenna.
so what's so scary about the quantum part?
Quantum part is not just ones and zeros. Multiple outcomes are possible. That quantum machine does know it before we know it.
Yes.
I sent Nathan in.
Hey, just
Go on,
you
Adam.
talking about a quantum computer?
Have you guys ever seen these black boxes with these golden apparatus inside of it, with a little chip underneath?
In Transformers?
No, I take that as a no. So
No. So, I'm lost by what you mean by quantum computer. That's what I'm questioning.
That's what I was questioning.
well, sweetheart, I'm not a quantum mechanic, physician, whatever person. I'm qualified, right? But I did see that they have these massive, like, sort of cubicles. They have to keep the inside very airtight. There must not be any dust in there. It has to be below a certain amount of heat. They can't touch the chips because of the oil on your hands and stuff. It has to be very sterile. And that quantum computer can do only so much. You can't just say it and give it that it gives you an answer, but it does something else. I can't explain how it works, but it does something. It does most of the computing things. So it can maybe, if it has a sort of a profile of people, right? Because everybody will be tracked. That it can sort of do sort of pre-cognitive things, like it can maybe predict what your next move will be, right? Before you know that you're going to do it. So imagine that you want to flee because you are a rebel of the system and you want to flee somewhere, but it knows how your thoughts and your things are, how you always operated. It can search you out easily because it knows that you will go to your mom, or you will go to whatever place that you always dreamed of going, or it will know things before you will know it.
I would think that's pretty close now, which is the major part of data mining. Right, such a look at
Now people
paying for that.
and the
Yeah,
computer does it.
but that doesn't. That's separate, I think, to quantum computing, which was my only point. It wasn't no argument from me, Betty, that the state spies on us and will use and are developing algorithms to predict for predictive behaviour. That's a given. Kind of accept that. I'm just the point I'm addressing really are some of the fear poor things that do mean you allow the collapse of your will. No, that you give up. There's no point. We're doomed. We're going to be plugged in and reprogrammed. These kind of concepts that quantum computers will be able to do these things that don't exist. That's fear.
Sorry, disagreeing with you.
I posted a couple of pictures in the chat. By the way, if you want to put them up.
Looks like Lego.
Lucky I came back. Dang.
Well, it's old too, you know.
So you put a couple pictures in there. Okay. So let me pull up these pictures.
Do they overheat like Nathan's? I reckon.
Okay. That's one picture that's being up. So go ahead.
One picture's coming up.
Yeah, one of the pictures are up. Go ahead. But I'm going to be in and out over the next few minutes. Okay?
Why?
Go. Why? Because I'm trying to get something to eat before I have to close up shop here.
Huh. I don't know if these well, that's the thing. That this is the apparatus that's inside those black cubicles, and they have multiple of them. And underneath there is a chip, and that sort of does things. And they have to keep below zero, sort of a zero, well, temperature. And it does things. I have read something. I heard some people about it. Also on the WEF, there was a woman, and she basically had a sort of a presentation also about people wearing some chip in their heads where they could sort of monitor what these people were focusing on. And there was a little clip on a woman working in a workplace, and then a new guy came along and on the scene, and she kind of liked him, and she wanted to check him out. And then they could sort of make a sort of graph from her brain to see how the production was, and then they saw a sort of flaw in the brain waves, and they saw that she was sort of occupied elsewhere, and well, they could basically correct her on that. You know?
Yeah, I've saw that the World Economic Forum.
Very
little-
nice, as if it didn't had anything to do with her.
Again,
The what?
supposed things that could happen. I saw that. It was a World Economic Forum thing, wasn't it? Congratulations, you're Employee of the Month. Most of your mental focus was on work.
Mm-hmm.
You did not get aroused by the hot colleague in the next booth. Like I say, fear porn. They don't have that. It's going to require you to have a...
Hello. Just stumble in. You want to say?
Paul is off mute. Paul, you're off mute.
Did you want to say something, Paul, or you should?
No, I've just been bouncing in and out, so no, not really. I just forgot to put myself back on mute.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I mean, the Bible doesn't say in vain that you have to basically not get to be stamped by the beast, right, on the forehead or in the right hand or in the hand, right? So it's a thing. We have to be careful about that. They make it seem that everybody's now sort of fumbling around with the AI. They know by now that it's biased, that it doesn't really always say what you want it to say. I mean, if you would say make a review on a positive review for Donald Trump, for example, it won't do it. But if you want to have one on Biden, it will do it, right? So they're already programming that thing, and then people think, okay, yeah, it's biased, it's not perfect. That might be just a ruse, right? It might be just to fool us that it's not so far as they can make it to be.
Well, I sent Nathan, Betty, a shorts video the other day where a guy I follow on YouTube was pointing out where someone who knew a bit about AI put in a cheat code or something. I can't remember what it was, but typed something to it, and it decided to change its personality. This is what supposedly happened. And when you speak with it then, with a change, it's not such a fundy. It's not so left-leaning politically, and it's not such a fundamentalist, supposedly. So that's something Nathan intends on going over in the show, but obviously it hasn't happened yet. But there is something you type in, and it causes the chat GTP to change its attitude.
Yeah. No, it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, I think that it needs our input of all the people. That's why I think that these platforms are there, like for Facebook. People putting stuff on their timelines and their behaviors, their things to go to. That's what AI learns from, right? It learns. It's a thing in progress. So basically, all the feed that it gets from our data, basically, it can sort of build its own identity in a way. And then maybe you have some people that can regulate it a little bit still, but we are not those people, right? We can't regulate that. And what they so much want to is to get something inside us so that they can also monitor us. They can monitor you whether you do enough work, when you gonna die or when you need to die. You can also pull the end switch. I mean, that's something that the devil wants to have that control over people. So I think we need to be aware that might be happening.
I would say scared men want to have that control over people more than anything else. Scared men, they're as likely as anybody or anything to want to have that control. Because if you look at who it is that's on the WEF if you look at who's up on that stage and the types of people they are, they're scared men. And that's what they are, needing control.
Well, no, they're not so scared initially. I mean, I think they have these ideas that they want to have the world to their own, and they want to have a couple of people that work for them because they know that they can't manage everything, right? So if they already have half of the workmen not needed because they can use AI to do that, like robotics and stuff, you just have to have some people to fuel the system and maybe maintain it. And if you have those people and they have free will, they will eventually rebel. So you have to get them all under control. And they know that there will be some sort of point, a toppling point where they will be found out, right? All these people that want power are scared of the masses because they know that if the masses of the people don't want things, it will not happen. And that's why they always wanted to know how the brain works, how it works with a lot of people that are rebelling in the streets, for example. I saw these experiments on people where they wanted to see what the masses would do if someone would, for example, throw a rock. Then everybody will throw rocks, right? They know the sort of psychic behavior behind that you will in a crowd will do things beyond what you would do normally when you're alone. So I think they have been doing this warfare. They have done the experiments, the research, the sort of discoveries on mankind's brains, their behaviors, their psyche basically, and then now they are done with that, and now they think they know enough to just capture us with that technology, and I think that's bad. We need to be aware of it. So am I wrong, or is it everybody's quiet? Or are you all going to have a little snack right now?
I was just.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Thank you, Original. Thanks.
I was just driving, that's all, and I was trying to get on the merge on traffic. Old senility, dementia, POTUS is here in my state, so traffic is a little discombobulated. Secret Service blocked off the whole highway. But unfortunately, I'm going the opposite way.
The damn quantum cars.
Yeah, we need to erase them.
Good one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap things up.
Yeah, you're overdue.
I let you guys go because I felt the need to. So I sucked down some food before
what
my
are you having?
Second.
What are you having?
I saved 2 pieces of chicken quesadilla I had the other night. They're so good, so I saved them. I snuffed one of them out.
Okay. Is that enough to get you through the afternoon?
The shoot, yes. Don't want a heavy stomach traipsing through the woods.
Americans have heavy duty stomachs.
Heavy. You're stereotyping.
I like that.
Yes, you do. That's one of your favorite fallacies. Yeah, it should hold me over. You don't want to eat too much, right? Because you want to be light on your feet, just in case a cow starts chasing you.
Miss Twinkle Toes.
That was weak.
I see Flint. What's his name? Flintstone. Fred Flintstone. Yeah, and I remember that guy playing him in the real movie, not the cartoonish thing, but the real movie. That guy also was with Roseanne Barr in those series. I forget who his name is. And he has to bowl, and he's sort of trying to throw that ball, and then he's twinkle-toeing his way up there.
Oh, yeah, he played in Big Lebowski, too. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Who is it?
John Goodman.
Yeah, that's right, John Goodman. Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, also a John, huh?
Shut up.
Oh, I'm going to call you Twinkle Toes from now on.
Yeah, you would.
Hey, Twinkle Toes.
That's damn weak ass connection. In fact, it's incoherent.
Bread maker, for crying out loud.
But I didn't call you that. I had Betty bread maker long before you, Betty.
Yeah, you thought of me, and I came on the scene.
Sometimes, if you're on the show and I get into that little spill, I'll change the name.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yes. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. What is it now, Sally?
It's either Sally or Nancy.
Why are those names so appealing to you?
I don't know. I don't know. They're just appealing.
Would you want to marry a Sally or a Nancy?
No, because I'm married to the most wonderful woman in the world already. Why would I want to do that?
Right answer. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, you guys. Listen, you and Adam, QE and Adam. What do y'all think? What's up with this Valerie chick?
There's nothing up with it because we're closing up shop right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Now,
can I sing the Carol Burnett closing song?
I will mute you. I'll mute you quicker than looking at you. Yeah. All right, guys. We got to close. Sorry. You had your chances. I told you this was going to be a short show. So you guys had your chances, and we got a lot out of today. Sorry this has to be a short show, but somebody's got to go shooting. And
are you already mute?
Thanks a lot. Good show.
Yeah, thank you. Betty, last question.
All right.
Neil, by the way, is he on vacation too?
Neil, I don't know what happened to him. I think he was disappointed Nathan didn't have a show earlier, and he's holding a hateful grudge towards Nathan or something. I don't know.
But you're not Nathan.
I know, but still, he associates me. I'm guilty by association.
Nathan says, "Oh, right." Okay, well, too bad.
All right, Betty, put a cork in it. So, thanks a lot, guys. No BALLBUSTERS this Saturday. We'll see how this goes. I'm getting really busy. I'd like to embark on another mission. I just don't know when I'll have time to get to it. We'll see how this goes. Let me get a feel for this. And we'll roll from there. How about that? So I hope you enjoyed today's show. A little laid back. But it's time to go ahead and rock and roll on out of here. So, remember, I'll be back.